Hey, hey, how are you all? Hey, just in time. Hey, Rilani. Hey, Void Shadow. Hey, Jake Roberts. Hey, Spell. Oh, what a beautiful day. So, I'm once again back at the Wither Skeleton Farm. I've gotten more roses than I ever care to see, and I'm genuinely concerned if I'm ever going to make use of the Wither Rose Farm again, because, like, it was all well and good that I had it, but, like, I'm just gonna be real, I'm never gonna end up using that. Not more than the first time I used it. I have zero reason to probably use that thing ever again. Oh, shit. And as much trouble as it was to make, like, you would think, oh, well, I'll definitely make use of it multiple times. No, it's just, once you got enough wither roses to make your wither rose farm, or your wither skeleton farm, ain't much else you can do with it, you know? But hey, that is the way the game is, I guess. Okay. Now, I still have some nether brick. I don't think I've got a lot in the way of the polished slabs. Oh, I can convert some of this deep slate. This might be enough. So yeah, it's definitely just another work in progress. You know how things are. How have you all been today? Hey, Rosie, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while here, Rosie. I made a farm out of you. Yeah. The Wither Rose is a dangerous little bastard. The worst part I found about the Wither Rose is that it inflicts wither for like a second, or maybe half a second. And what ends up happening is the Wither Rose, the wither it inflicts doesn't last long enough. And so when that half a second is over, it inflicts wither again. Well, wither on the first tick of being present will always deal damage. So if you get hit by a wither skeleton and it gives you wither level 1, it'll give you that for like 30 seconds to a minute or something like that. You can run through a field of wither roses just fine. But if you don't have wither from an outside source and you run through a field of wither roses, it will wear you down faster than if you'd already had the effect for 30 seconds to a minute from a wither skeleton or something like that. And so I find that it's easier to just get hit first and then go and work in a wither rose field. It's just such a pain. Hey, Daily Dose of Rose. It's my other rose person. Okay, good. Glad to still farming you. Well, actually, I finished farming you. I'm making the crossroads paths. You'll see. These are the spawning pads for the wither skeletons. I guess right there is fine. I don't know. That's going to spawn things is the problem. That crafting table. Are you serious? No, you bastard. Alright, whatever. I gotta get all my stuff in order first. Polished iron? Was this it? No, this was not it. No, nether wart wasn't it either. Polished deep slate. Ah. Good enough. Okay. So I wanted to make 2 pads per level. I'm going to need a little bit more nether brick to really get that underway. So in the meantime, I just want to measure how many from the center it is. Because I kind of sort of widened this and made it without thinking. Okay, so this is the dead center of the crossroads where it would have been. So from the dead center, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it's 6 blocks out. Oh, and F3 plus B. There we go. Okay, so it's 6 from the crossroads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the lowest point. Oh, I'm gonna run out of room. Well, actually, I think I can easily wrap it around like this. Something like that. Well, I don't have a holder down on that level. I kind of want one. Okay. And there's, what, 6 in between? That doesn't seem right. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. 4, and then 2 to go into the center, and so it's on this arm. Okay. It's important for me to be as stringent with, you know, all the ratios and measurements as I could possibly be. I'm very particular that way. Some of you are probably already aware. But anyway, I'm not reading the chat like I should be. Can't believe I would do this. Feel betrayed. Going to complain on Twitter. Okay. Well, you know, I'll see you. You know, see you on Twitter. Shit posting and stuff. So, you know, if you want to complain on Twitter to me, then I'll happily not listen. Because I hardly ever browse there anymore. Ooh, I've got enough. Get rid of some of the soul sand. I don't think I'm going to need that much. You know, for as many blocks as you can theoretically carry, I still feel like the inventory is just, like, super cramped. Like, it's, how do I put this? Like, even though you're basically Superman for being able to carry as much as you can, it still feels very, very limited. Okay, so the soul sand would be on this level. Oh, I see already a problem. Okay. Well, that's not an issue. I can bump these up to make them the right height. That shouldn't be a problem. Thinking of adding an anti-bot system. Uh-huh. You're hosting an Anarchy server. Oh, yeah. You'll definitely need to reel in the bots because they love going after shit like that. Also, where have you been, Clamp Wizard? I haven't seen you in a while. But anyway, you've been busy. Ah, no wonder. Yeah, be careful who you let on your server as well. Like, I know it's an Anarchy server, but, like, there does need to be some sort of, like, way to prevent the doxing and hacking that will occur. And by that I mean other people's stuff. Not so much, you know. Because, like, there are a lot of people who will see your server who will be like, oh, it's an alternative to 2B2T. And they probably shouldn't ever even join a place like 2B2T anyway. But, like, they'll be woefully underprepared for what the Anarchy experience is meant to be. So I'm just saying, watch out for those. Because they are a danger to themselves and others. But there's not much you can really do about it. Because, like, you want the server to be Anarchy. So you have to kind of abolish holding rules and standards. But I don't know. What would be a really interesting Anarchy experience is an Anarchy server with no chat. Just the chat is by default permanently disabled. Oh god, who the fuck? Oh, of course, they're all able to spawn over with. That's not good. Holy shit, there's so many of them. Nope, I'm out. Too many damn mobs. Oh my god. How do they always fucking shoot where I'm going to be? Phew. Containment breach. I don't really care if they spawn out over there, but I really don't want them spawning in here while I'm working, or where I plan to work anyway. Anyway, where was I? I think I can keep some of this stuff. The gold and the blaze rods are at least useful. Okay, so from over there, they can spawn here. So I need to basically make this pad first before I extend that pad. Because otherwise I'm just going to get jumped. So what's, saw Vincent's video about the unwritten rules of 2B2T. Yeah, those types of things. I don't know that that's quite as nice. Because those rules are kind of maliciously enforced. I'm not really a fan of how whoever's in charge of the server. It's probably not Housemaster, though they very clearly use the name. I don't know. I'm not a fan of how they're running things. Okay, so that's 5. Is that 5 including? Okay. I really wish that there was more transparency. That was another thing that sort of pushed me away from how 2B2T was. There was very little transparency and very obvious, you know, thumb on the scale kind of stuff going on. Like certain groups and people being favored. Just not really that fun, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. I really just kind of wish that that type of stuff would not happen. And, well, what can you do? I guess, you know, voting with your feet and leaving is about all you can do. Reasonably. Ah, well, it's just life. But enough of the subject of 2B2T. Let me pull up my questions doc. I haven't touched that in a week. You only gone on 2B2T once and it was a complete noob. You probably shouldn't have. You probably didn't even get to experience 2B2T as it was. Like, in its heyday. And that's really a shame. I feel so sorry for those who didn't. Oh, damn it. The people who wanted to experience 2B2T in its prime, but couldn't. Like, I feel bad for you guys. I wish there was, like, a genuinely good alternative that, like, you could experience 2B2T in its prime. But the problem is, like, the way we approach Minecraft and the way we play the game even is just completely different. They're just the mindsets that were present back when 2B2T started. Those mindsets have all been erased by time. People don't behave and think the same way simply because we've gotten better. We've gotten stronger, faster, smarter, etc. Like, yeah. To start now is like, yowza. You be in out of your element. Or you be, yeah, out of your element, you be in over your head. Just trying to run a server that's an Anarchy server would be probably more than most would be willing to chew. The number one issue with Anarchy servers is just that there's no effective means of keeping people from taking it outside the game, you know? And that was never possible. Like, that was always a part of even 2B2T's history. You'd have people dox, you know, call people's houses, things of that nature. So I'm not saying it was any better in the golden age or whatever, but it was slightly better because the number of psychos who would do that was lower. Because you didn't have as much popularity and eyesight. People weren't paying attention to that. And so the people who would go on to, you know, join 2B2T, a lot of them are taking inspiration from things that other people did. You know, how many people are there that worship Pop Bob or Jared? Things of that nature. And so back in the day, there was just Pop Bob or Jared or X0XP or whoever. And they would be, you know, jerkasses or what have you. But like they were known quantities to a degree. But now any new person can just see, oh, well, this is how it was done in the past, so that's how I'm going to do it. You know, it's a monkey see, monkey do kind of situation. So there were less instances of doxing, but like, I don't know. I don't like that it still happened. But like, I guess there's no way to really prevent it, is the worst part. There's no way to keep people from taking 2B2T outside 2B2T. Okay. Fuck me, I nearly walked right on top of them. Man, they didn't give me a skull or nothing. Tight wads. Okay, now to utilize my favorite chat members, my two favorite chat members, to do unspeakable things to this patch of soul soil. Fun fact, less than 3 stacks of roses is all it takes to completely cover this. I found that out the other day. It was Quite surprising how few that is, and yet how annoying it is to get that many. I also find, since soul sand is involved, that it's better to not have soul speed for placing things in a line. I found that out when I was doing the wither or the nether wart farming. Yeah, the nerds did do a lot of stuff like that. Like, you can't trust those types to not wield that power indiscriminately. Or rather, discriminately. They would wield it against everybody, but like at their own discretion. So yeah, I hope people come to understand that 2B2T is compromised. Like, I remember Pop Bob saying one time, a long time ago, something to the effect of, haha, this was back when green texting and using the meme arrows was really, really popular. He would say something to the effect of not infect, or something like this, not infecting the PCs of 2B2T regulars. And like, that always haunted me, because while I knew he wasn't doing it, I knew that if he was ever in a position to be able to, he would. And then it came out that not too long after that, I don't know, maybe a year or so later, he backdoored his own friends because they were stupid enough to run, what was it, InHack, I think it was? It was his client. And I was just like, oh my god, yeah, that kind of proved it. Can't help it. Those types will always do that sort of thing. Oh god, skeleton spawned on top of my shulker box. I don't doubt for a moment that people like Pop Bob would happily get some sort of malware onto anyone's computer that they could via 2B2T. Ow, you bastard. That does not... Ooh, skull. That does not shock me in the slightest. That is totally something they would do. And they wouldn't care, by the way. They wouldn't care that it's a felony or anything like that to do that sort of thing. To them, it would be a funny gag because you knew people, you fell for it, or something to that effect. They'd make up an excuse, some such excuse like that. That's what you get for playing 2B2T, or, you know, you're paying the king's tax. Like, I've heard it all from them. It's precisely how they were. 5 blocks, poof, -1, yeah. Soul speed was kind of a mistake. Kind of. It's still marginally useful. 5, 6. I just kind of wish they designed it a little bit differently. Maybe not have it destroy your boots. At least some for his own friends, some decency. No, Pop Bob didn't have that. Cameron and O'Malley Mix trusted Pop Bob. That was a mistake. But, like, the idea of someone trusting in you, you would think that would evoke some sort of deeper, I don't know, something. Nope. It was an opportunity for him to exploit and take a screenshot of their desktops, and then I think he tried to even use it against them. 2, 3, 6, one more. And they quit 2B2T over it. They distanced themselves from him forever after that. 2, 3. Oh, hey, Universon. How you been? It was a terrible thing of him to do, exactly. Like... I don't think that's the sort of thing that anyone could have done anything about at the time. But yeah, that was how Pop Bob was. You just couldn't really... I don't know, I think it was more he pushed people away. That's what I'd always heard, is that he really actually wants to open up, but that he'd push people away, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't buy that. I don't doubt that he was lonely or friendless. But I also don't doubt that it wasn't his own fault. Boy, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. You know, that sort of thing. So yeah, enough about all that, though. I'm getting fed up with Pop Bob speak. Everyone ever docks him back? I don't think it would have mattered, even if they had. I don't personally know. But, yeah, just... Pop Bob is a sad individual. What little I've heard of him outside game is not any better than how he was in game. He always struck me as a user of people, not, like... Not someone who is playing the game because the game of 2B2T is treachery and deception, as much as it is, like, a way to just have fun at others' expense. And that's, like... That's really, really low. Trolling in chat or trolling at a base, griefing a base, that's one thing. But like, again, taking it out of the game. So yeah, as I said, enough of that. Oh, how's the cat? She's fine. She's asleep somewhere. She's not in here, and that's all that I care about right now. Anyway, let's see here. What do I think of baguette? What, like the bread, or do they mean the French? I don't really have much of an opinion on them. Well, I actually do have an opinion on the French, but I've already made that known. It's hard to respect a culture that barely respects itself. Let's see here. Are all cats cute to me? Yes, of course. I'm a friend to all cats. Indiscriminate. I don't care what cat they are. I love all cats. If lions weren't, and tigers, weren't so vicious and territorial, probably even try to make friends with them too. But of course I know better. Okay. Let's get some soul sand in this joint. Am I building with... Yes, I am, Clouds. How you been? I hadn't seen you in a while, Clouds. Yeah, I'm getting wither skulls and stuff, you know, for beacons. I need one more skull and I can get another beacon. I plan on making a large beacon array at each corner of my tower. It's just gonna take a while. Pretty stressed because of schoolwork. I don't blame you. Sorry about school. Hope it's over for you soon. I know summer is right around the corner for some people. Oh hey, Poop Boob. Thank you for donating. Did I ever attend the 2B2T wedding? There were no 2B2T weddings. Like, there was the one that happened recently. But, like, that was a different crowd of people. And I didn't really, like... I knew how that would end. I knew that it would get griefed and that everybody would just blow up and... Nah. I didn't care to be part of it. However, that said, I've learned that there were people who were priority banned who attended the wedding and were banned mid-wedding. And I was just like, whoa. Interesting. Obviously, Fast Vincent had his video recently. Came out on that subject, so I'm not sure what that was all about, but I'm really glad I didn't bother. Because, like, I don't want any part of that. I've always had this instinct to try and distance myself from happenings, if you will. You know, like hard drama and, like, events that are obviously going to spark drama. Things of that nature. I've always tried to stay out of that shit. Sometimes it's been easy. Sometimes not so much. Just depends, really. Okay, time for the third pad here. House is not the owner, no. He hadn't been the owner for a while. But we're not really sure who that is now. That's the problem. House is a name that a lot of people have used. So I don't know. The glory days of the old Republic are over. Am I priority banned? Not that I know of, but I haven't joined the server in a long time, so I wouldn't actually know. Oh, let's see here. Cat's cute. Am I an omnipotent being that is able to construct space stations in interspell? No. I guess that's like somebody's take on me building Space Valk on stream. I'm an invincible being using infinite blocks that just pop out of thin air in order to craft all the shit that I make. I don't know. Not quite sure what they're asking. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. What's the matter? You can't hit me? I can hit you. All right, and then the final pad on this level here will be right there. Oh, no skull, of course. Ooh. Well, the good news is, when you go from one end to the other, you can basically get them to spawn on all the pads. So there's that. We know that that works. 1, 2, 3, 6. My Wither Skull farm is not finished, Sam. It is not. I haven't gotten to use Sam the Piglin yet. I intend to, actually, if I can get all the basic stuff set up. Oh, that reminds me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right here. I've just got to figure out a good way to get him into wherever the center will be so that the skeletons are all attracted to that area and will all go to the center. So that I can easily dump them, I don't know, wherever it is I want to put them. Collect them somewhere, gather, kill them. Have coal bones and wither skulls for ever. Okay, cool. There we go. Set up a hopper cart. Yeah, I should probably do that. By the way, Jack, considering they haven't followed the episodes, why am I making a wither skeleton farm? I want to use beacons for lighting at some point, because, you know, I'm known for using beacons for lighting anyway. I wanted to make a few beacon arrays. There are 3, you know, corners plus the very center to my tower, and that's, you know, very that centermost beacon array does not cover the majority of the tower on the edges. And so I figured, well, if I had more of a beacon array established, I could easily get, you know, the beacon effects everywhere I want, basically. It's just, I'm greedy, and I want, you know, all that. I want to do all the stuff. And plus I figured I would want beacons for something later, if nothing else. I definitely enjoy the idea of using beacons as a lighting source. Just like in general, I really think they look so cool. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So yeah, it's a habit I picked up too, using beacons as a lighting source. I can't stop. It's like my addiction to chai lattes. Please, send help. I'm unable to quit. Beacons are my favorite light source. You're not wrong, Stephen Benson. They look good as a lighting source, they do. And so if I want this, the tower to be more of a futuristic, you know, styled thing. Yeah, definitely. I think beacons add a lot of flavor to the futurism vibe. At least in my opinion, they do. Now then. How to drink water. Well, first you open your trap, and you get a hold of some high octane dihydrogen monoxide, and you guzzle that shit like you haven't guzzled anything before. And that's how you drink water. Come on. Anyway, speaking of light, the frog light. Oh yeah. Frog light, I can't wait to use that one. The ochre and verdant frog lights are my favorite. I'm sure I'll make use of all of them eventually. I'm most stoked for those two, though. No idea what I'll have to go through. Actually, wait, I do. Might be a wise idea to go ahead and use a bastion. Find a bastion now, so that I can tame it. One that has a magma cube spawner, of course. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is the right. This is the correct place to start. Yes, magma cubes will finally be useful. Except I'd argue that they have been useful for a while. We've just not needed them for their intended use. Which is magma cream, you know, for fire resistance and stuff. But fire resistance has really kind of been power crept. I mean, when's the last time you really, truly needed a fire resistance potion? Like, yeah, it's a good thing to have when you're starting out, but most of us are already well past that point. You don't really care, you know? So while that was a convenient way of farming magma cream for fire resistance, I guess magma blocks, if you wanted to make a certain type of piglin farm, you could use them for magma blocks. I mean, after all, they do basically make magma blocks really easy to get a hold of now. But that said, yeah, no, it's not terribly amazing, but the frog lights are going to be a game changer, I feel. Now to give me some of them toads. I wonder if old, already generated swamps are going to have frogs in them or not. I've not yet looked at a whole lot of the snapshot development. So, like, I know they're on the release candidates now, and that 1.19 is really close. But, like, I'm not quite sure what to expect, I guess. Sorry if you've got to go stream. Well, thank you. Thank you, Hobbler. You didn't have to donate to me. Wow, anytime someone donates to me, I'm kind of like speechless. Like, I'm not sure what to say to them. But thank you so much, though. I never expect anyone to care. Not about me, anyway. Not like that. But thank you all so much for what brief little time you have. Whatever brief time you care to give to me, even. And I know nobody has a whole lot of that to spare anyway. But I'm happy that there's anyone who cares to watch. So yeah. Thank you so much, Hobbler. You take care. Have a good night, man. Whatever you've got to go on and do. Okay. Let's get that much. Wow, I have way more slabs than I needed. Got some coal. Well, on the bright side, this soul sand hasn't damaged my boots all that badly. I think it only does it if you're moving around and running around a lot. Crap. kind of losing interest in new updates. Yeah, I don't blame you, Sam. They have, ever since 1.16, they've not really been able to fulfill many of the promises they were trying to come up with. I get the feeling that Mojang is not collectively organized. There's a lot of, like, chaos under the hood. And I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, they were able to get their act together to make a 1.16, and they clearly can make a good update. But as for, like, the details as to why, I don't know, I imagine that's behind-the-scenes stuff we may never get to know. You still only play 1.8.9? Good God. Does Soul Sand damage your boots? Yes, if you have Soul Speed on them. See, I've got Soul Speed 3, and so running around on Soul Sand will damage your boots over time, if it has Soul Speed. The usage of Soul Speed will contribute, basically. So not only am I trying to not run around a whole lot, I'm trying to, like, get everything placed just right. Okay. Alright, so that's one layer, one layer of spawn pads done. Huh. I'm surprised this didn't get anything. Maybe I've already hit the mob cap. I hate withered roses. There we go. Ooh, baby. Hey, one spawned over there. All right. So the pads work. That's good. I considered just linking them all together as one giant spawning pad. Even though I know some of these areas are outside the fortress. But, like, it would be easier for accessing. So, I don't know. I may or may not decide to expand on it later. We'll have to see. But at least for now, I want to try getting a second layer going. You remember playing the 116 snapshots and having hoglins in the overworld, and then later they got zombified. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. Oh, you're right, I did. Thank you for reminding me, Riolani. Yes, pharmacy job. Ooh, boy. Okay, let's see. Pharmacy job. There isn't anything that immediately stands out in my mind. I remember just, like, a lot of general things, like meeting some of the residents that live there on campus. A lot of... I guess this is like a minorly amusing story. So I'll start out with something really, really tiny. So there was this one woman who... she was about as old as my grandmothers were, I guess. She ended up moving into this, you know, section of apartments. And she ended up using us, you know, for all her drugs and stuff. So I was delivering, you know, her drugs to her one day. And, you know, she strikes up a conversation with me. All these conversations generally go the same, you know. Are you in school? What are you studying? You know, all the garbage that I hate being asked because I'm sick and tired of hearing about it, sick and tired of having to explain it. But of course, this was like 7 or 8 years ago now. I want to say it was 2015, 2014. And I ended up talking with her. And she was Northern. Of course, I'm from the South, the American South. And she was obviously not from around those parts, air quotes. But she was a nice lady. And she tipped well, from what I remember. And she ended up asking me, you know, the standard rigmarole about, you know, where do you work, how long, how long you been there, what do you do, what are you studying, are you in school, and all that stuff. And like I said, I'd gotten into the habit of telling everybody, you know, I kind of developed a bit of a best hits list of things to say. And I just remember her being this nice, really reserved, really like prim and proper old lady. And that she ended up asking me, because of course, this question almost always comes up. Not only the what are you studying question, but, you know, at that point, I was the one paying for my school. And so that meant that I was paying tuition and all that. A lot of money. And she ended up asking me out of curiosity, oh man, you pay your own tuition? Well, how much is that? And of course I told her straight it was like $3,000 to $4,000 a year. Because I could only afford to pay for one class at a time. So plus gas for travel and all that other stuff, it would come out to $3,000 to $4,000 a semester. Not just a year, but a semester. And her jaw is like, her jaw dropped out wide. And she told me, oh, holy crap. And then she quickly caught herself because she was like, oh no, I said a bad word. And I'm like, no, that's okay, ma'am. That is not a terrible word at all. It was adorable how she caught herself. She felt like, I could see it in her eyes. She had let slip a bad word in front of the staff or something, you know. Someone that was very clearly not, you know, meant to be, you're not supposed to say bad words in front of, you know, that sort of thing. Because you could tell she was from an age where you were very proper to those who were serving you, and you would be kind and polite to everybody, and you could just tell that was her attitude. You know, she was a nice lady, and she ended up, basically, she very obviously felt bad for me. And I think she gave me some money at one point as like a heavy tip. Something to that effect. And then about a year later, she got cancer, and well, you pretty well know where it goes from there. That's generally how it goes. You know what? I've screwed this up. This needs to be a block lower. Damn it. Okay, let me quickly... But yeah, she was a really nice lady. I loved reminiscing about her. I still remember her name, actually, now that I think about it. I hate to say this, but I do kind of get forgetful. Especially about elders who have long since passed away. Just because, like, at that time, I'd met so many people. And I just would... I'd remember the regulars easily enough. But, like, over time, I would have to kind of, like... I always found myself forgetting people's names who I haven't met in a long enough period of time, just because, like... I don't know, I just did. And so, but she was one of the few that really stuck out in my mind more vividly than pretty much anyone else. And that was one of the really unfortunate aspects of working the pharmacy job, was that most of the people, because we served elderly patients almost exclusively. They were not going to make it just because they're at that stage in life. I think that job taught me more than anything. It taught me to be aware of my mortality. I learned more about my own mortality working at that job than I think anywhere else. And like, I needed that. It wasn't the sort of thing I expected when I signed up for it, because I thought I was just getting a job as a pharmacy technician and that was the end of it. I'd already had some work as a pharmacy tech by that point, so I kind of knew what to expect. I was just kind of looking for a slightly slower environment, because I was working CVS at the time, and I made the mistake of saying, I'm working at CVS. And Jared, for years, Jared tried to like use that against me. Like, oh yeah, you work at a CVS. I didn't work at that CVS more than like 6 months. Because that place was just so screamingly busy, I wanted to pull my damn hair out. And I couldn't stand it. And it was just so stupid watching Jared fumble around and try to pretend that I was still working at a job that I hadn't worked at by that point in years. Especially around like Space Valk 2. He was definitely trying to use it all the way back then, and I was just like, you dumbass, I've not worked there in ages. By the end of 2013, I was only working my pharmacy job from, you know, at the old folks' home. Which is the longest job I've ever had, by the way. That was like 8 years. Definitely one of the more fulfilling jobs I've ever had. Compared to working at Starbucks and Noble, and then CVS, yeah. Definitely more worthwhile than I think anything else. Although, if everything goes well, I hope that this will be the most fulfilling job ever. I enjoy watching people's reactions, especially to some of the stuff I've done. Like, I really enjoyed I discovered my joy for watching people's reactions to what I did back when I made the first Space Valk. And I noticed that it was really like taking shape. And I remember guiding Sato 86 out there. And I remember him gliding out into the void. And he was like, Jack, what are you doing? Where are we going? Oh my god, what are you doing? You're going to kill me. And I was like, no, don't worry. I have a plan. I know where we're going. And then he got to see it before his Brazilian internet got him killed. And he ended up seeing the silhouette of Space Valk 1. And just, he was stunned by it. Oh shit. Damn you, Soul Sand. You're gonna fucking make me go crazy. Oh, hey, Callum. No, you're not late. Don't worry. Don't worry, my friend. You are right on time. Trying to find a sea temple for some lanterns. Couldn't find one for 2 days. Ouch. Yeah, nothing is worse than finding something after you basically given up on it, only to see that it was right under your nose the whole time. That is indeed sad. What song is this? I don't know. It's in the description. Something Raindrop. That's all I remember. Someday Raindrop, I think. I can, well, actually, let me look at my media player. So Alright Raindrop. Would I ever do a foot cam? Thank you for donating again, Poop Boob. You don't have to... No, I don't think I'll ever do a foot cam. I'm not a feet person. I don't get that. What is it about feet that is attractive? Can anyone tell me what that's all about? But In all seriousness, though, thank you for the donation. I like how you missed how chill the streams are. Well, thank you, Rosie. I try. I don't know how good I am at it necessarily, but I try. Okay. All right. So that one is kind of sort of okay. Now I need to find a way to like funnel them all into the same area. I might need more than... Well, I've wanted to avoid this, but I'm definitely going to need more than one pigman. I'm really good at it, you think? Okay. Well, thank you, Callum. Those who like feet probably try eating their own daily. God. I still don't get the obsession with feet, though. Why do some people find feet attractive? Like, I'm genuinely... like... I'm not interested as much as I'm, like, morbidly curious. Here we go. Don't fall. Don't fall. Yeah, I guess morbidly curious is really the best way to describe it. What in the hell is it about feet that make people so nutso crazy? Why are feet horny for some people? I genuinely do not understand that. Whoops. Oh. Crap, I didn't, put the roses in, did I? Whoops. One, two, three. Wouldn't want anything unnecessary spawning in up here. I hope I'm within the plane of the fortress and that I'm not outside it or something. That would suck. Anyway. You really don't know. I don't know. Push them with a flying machine. I don't know. I like the idea of them being in a container and that they can all gather in one place. We'll see. I definitely need something that will attract them all. Well, I already know what that something is. It's a piglin. But, like, I want another piglin or two. Just so that I can get them all corralled into one area. So we may have more than one Sam the Piglin, who knows. But a flying machine's also a good idea. I'll keep that in mind, Sam. Okay. So far, so good. Actually, I think I would rather fall this way if I happen to fall, rather than falling back that way, where Shirt and Doom awaits. There we go. Fetishes are something quite difficult to explain. It just is what it is. But see, I don't buy that. That's the problem. I cannot just take that at face value, Rosie. There's more to it than that. Oh wait, shit. This doesn't need to be 2 blocks that way. It needs to be 2 blocks this way. There is a reason for it. There has to be. Very few things in the universe are just as is. There's almost always a cause to everything. It's difficult to find out what that may be sometimes, but there's almost always a reason for something existing, for a precedent or a thought or a feeling. Even if you don't know what it is, even if you can't grasp it yourself, there's gotta be a reason for foot fetishism. Because, like, from what I understand, it's one of the most popular male... That's the thing, it's a male fetish. Men predominantly have foot fetishism. Why? I don't get it. It's gotta stem from somewhere. Nothing in the world is just all by its lonesome. Everything has a cause. Uh-oh. Oh, there's just a skeleton. And I know there's got to be a really good explanation. You don't understand the foot thing either. Well, if anything, that just means you guys have sense. I find people with the foot fetish get, like, a little outlandish with it. You know what I mean? Like, it goes way overboard for them. It's more their existence than just simply a thing. Oh wait, shit. Before I mine all that up. There we go. Oh, look at them. They're like hungry little crocodiles. Let's thin their numbers a little. Maybe I'll even get a skull. Have you ever seen a wither skeleton? Where a wither skeleton? Hell yes, we got another one. Another two. Okay. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Two skulls. Baby. Don't need the bones. I'll keep the coal. Oh, we got a enough for another beacon now. Whoops. Or well, actually, I do want to get enough roses. I think I've got enough soul sand. Well, that was profitable. If anything, this farm's already started paying for itself, and I haven't even fully finished it. So there's that. Fetish rant? Ooh, I could. I don't understand fetishes that are not, like, obvious sexual attractions, you know? Like, attraction to, sex organs makes sense. But, obviously feet, you know, armpits, that shit weirds me out. It really does. Because, like, whatever basis it has makes no sense to me. Because, like, you can't reproduce with your armpits. They're not sexual. Or they shouldn't be. They're treated as it, but they're really not. Like, if anything, the armpit is, like, nasty. You know? Oh, damn. I didn't get ahead. Like, that's a fetish that I really don't understand. Pit fetishism. What's another one that's, like, really whack? Oh, good, it does still spawn skeletons. Okay. Okay, so this is still within the plane of the farm. Or the plain of the fort. Cool. But anyway, so yeah, it's just stuff like that that's just so askew. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's some wacky shit that has been associated with sexuality, but makes no sense being sexual. Like ears. Why are ears sensitive enough for that to matter? Mine aren't. I don't get it. Jack, people drinking pee. Oh, I know. That's also something that's equally like, what the fuck? Urine is a bodily waste. There's nothing attractive about it. It doesn't smell good. It certainly doesn't taste good, despite whatever those types would have you think. Like, how on earth is that something you would willingly ingest? I've heard of people having to drink their own urine in a survival setting because they would die otherwise. But that's like a survival setting. That's, you know, crazy life or death circumstances that don't happen every day. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It's whack, yo. That's whack, yo. So yeah, I can't really, like... I wish it would make more sense. But it just doesn't. It just doesn't. It's probably one of those mysteries I will never have the luxury of solving. So I don't know. Unless someone has, like, an authoritative source. There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be someone who's as lost as I am and wants to tackle this. There has to be someone. The strangest fetish that I've come across. Someone plucking nose hairs? Ow, God, that hurts. I've had to pluck nose hairs. That shit ain't fun. That is, again, as far from sexual as I can possibly think. That's just, like, annoying. Oh no. A blaze. Where's the blase? Ah, skull. Skull! I'm sure there are far weirder poop boob. Far weirder fetishes than plucking nose hairs. Though I will admit that is up there. But one of the worst... I didn't want to mention this. But like... Some of you probably know what the worst fetish is, or at least one of the worst. That one. Skull! You know what that is, Rosie? You know where that's from? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. Oh, I didn't put... Or did I not put roses there? Fuck, I thought I put roses up there. Nope, I didn't rose that area. Okay, well, on the bright side, I've got cover at least. 2 girls, 1 cup, yep. It's a style of jazz from way, way back when. And it's also the worst fetish ever invented, I think. I mean, unless there's something worse. Well, actually, I say, there is something worse. It's called Vor. I don't recommend you look that up. Vor is... it's something. Don't want to get into what it is, but it's something. Shit, I forgot to put in the roses. No wonder. I was like, I heard blazes. Oh, fuck. Oh, quite the little haul, though. Ow. I hope it didn't burn any of the other roses that I put down. Phew, anyway. Oh, Bunny, you don't want to know what I'm talking about. This is a day that's going to live in infamy. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody clips some of the shit I've been talking about here. I was ranting about fetishism. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go any farther. Specifically fetishes that make no damn sense to me. Shit that's like disgusting. I don't want to say what, you probably already know, or have an idea. But yeah, that's something. My Little Pony is one of the worst? No, Mike. No, it isn't. Trust me. That is not even the tip of the iceberg. You think ponyism is bad? Oh, you've seen nothing yet. You've not seen anything. There are so many far worse things. Like, back in the day, when I'd still browsed 4chan's random board, some of the things I saw in there, I'm pretty sure I saw the result of cartel work more than once. And by that I mean the things the cartels do to keep people in line. Licking an eyeball? Oh, that's nothing too. That too is not anything. It's disgusting, but let's just say you would rather have your eyeball licked than some of the things that I've seen. There we go. Okay. I have rectified that problem. Fuck. Oh wow, they dropped a skull and everything. There we go. Should have probably okay, good. Should have probably put a slab down first, but oh well. Surprising Chris Chan was into no, it's really not surprising he was into MLP. What's my opinion on veins? What, like blood vessels? I don't really have an opinion on them. I mean, they're a necessary part of human biology, if that's what you're asking. Is there some way in which they are used in a less than savory way? Because if there are, oh, no thank you. Nanomachines. I'm shocked that that game has received so much more attention lately. That game is 10 years old, you know that, right? We were memeing about that shit ages ago. Like, that was peak Metal Gear Solid bullshittery. It was so funny. Because Metal Gear Solid used to, like, try to take itself somewhat seriously. And then nanomachines kind of became a catch-all phrase for plot MacGuffin and MacGuffinium, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, Snake. Yes, snakes. Oh. Oh, didn't drop a skull, not interested. Oh man. This place is gonna be swimming in wither skeletons. I can just tell. Okay. Fun fact, you bought the game 5 years ago, never played it until the memes became so popular you regret not playing it sooner. I know. I've only ever seen playthroughs of it, because let's be honest, that's probably all it's good for. But just the fact that it's so memeable, like all the cutscenes and stuff. Specifically, just the final fight. We're making the mother of all eggs here, Jack. You can't cry over every cracked... Or mother of all omelets. You can't cry over every cracked egg or whatever. Oh, man. I turned around and saw 15 of them, and I was like, what? Let's just pillar up here for safety. I don't want to have to go all the way over there, risk anything spawning. How many skulls have I gotten? That's what, 5 today? Damn, that beats the hell out of having to hunt them up the old-fashioned way. Actually, I should probably just make a stair step here. There we go. And there we go. Now all I gotta do is throw the roses in. Or wait, no, that's right. There's one more pad to do. Forgot. I need to buy more food. I'm almost out. And by that I mean in game, not in real life. Let's see here. Going to bed. Have a good night. Okay, take care, Void Shadow. Thanks for coming out, man. Okay, so that goes there. Alright, cool. There we go. Okay. Now then, memes are the DNA of the soul. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, that is kind of what the meme was meant to be when Richard Dawkins coined it. At least that's the interpretation that I have. Oh, if only he knew how it would just... how the idea, the whole concept would just grow legs and walk away. Like, if only he could have known. I wonder if he regrets coining the word meme. Or inventing the word meme, however you care to phrase it. The word meme is almost like a Frankenstein's monster. In a way. Hell of a thing he ended up contributing to. It's funny, he's done so much work and research for all sorts of things, and the one thing that he'll probably be most remembered for is the invention of the word meme. Okay. Let me get some of the bits from over here. Ah, my hand is itching. Execute Order 66. Hey, Geometric, how are you? Execute Order 69. Nope, didn't drop a skull. I'm not interested. Okay. Geometric. Oh, stay hydrated. Okay. Well, thank you for the donation, man. Again, I don't know what to say when people donate to me. I still find it a weird, almost surreal experience. You fuckers. God, they're fast. But I'm faster. Anyway. Hey, Casey Cummings. Making OnlyFans? Nah. I don't know that I would be... It would be worth my time to make something like an OnlyFans. I am not attractive in that way. And I don't think anyone would want to see me naked. Therefore, nah, that ain't happening. Oh, fuck. Huh? And release. Stay still. Stay still, Mr. Skeleton. Oh, damn it. Not a single skull. Anyway, I'm restructuring some of the things here, just so that I have an easier time getting in there and killing shit. I'm sure there are guys who have OnlyFans as like a meme or a gag. But like, nah, I couldn't do that. That would I'd be embarrassed as all hell to have one. You know, that slab of polished deep slate looked like a skull there for a sec. And I got my hopes up. Okay. Let's throw that back. Getting that dough through. Doesn't Nikado Avocado have an... I think he does, but it's like a gag. Maybe. I don't actually know. You'd have to, ask him, I guess? I don't know enough about Nikado Avocado to give a shit, let alone ask. Anyway, so let me get back to answering questions, because I feel like I keep trying to do that, and then I keep getting distracted. Anyway, this next one is from a certain someone. I already know, just by looking, who sent it. Is anime repulsive? No. Generally, it's quite beautiful. For some reason, this person, who shall remain nameless, has an aversion to the general anime aesthetic, which, you know, fair enough, but he gets, like, visibly, you know, actively, like, disturbed, like, it makes him nauseous. So I can already tell, like, that's a little bit of his personal bias there. But again, I won't name who. I'm surprised he hasn't said anything currently, but yeah, sure. Wither skulls are indeed annoying, Geometric. When did I start playing 2B2T? 2012-ish? About 10 years ago. A little bit over 10 years ago. It's been a while. Honestly, it has. Let's see now. About this time 10 years ago, where was I? What was I even doing on 2B2T? I hadn't even started out for the lands yet. I remember that much. I want to say I had either just been kicked out of my end base by Housemaster, or I was about to be. One of the two. I don't think... Oops. I don't think me and Ruptured Kidney... I think... Actually, yeah, I think I had just met Ruptured Kidney. For those of you who don't know, Ruptured Kidney was one of the first basemates I'd ever had. Met him exclusively through 2B2T. Didn't know who he was otherwise. He was just some guy who had an idea, similar to me. He wanted to make an end base in the old end dimension way back in about 2012. And yeah, he had the same idea I did. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I went too far away, no. Wither kills the skeleton, or the blazes. That's hilarious. Anyway. And so, Ruptured Kidney, you know, he wanted to make an end base. He bridged out into the depths of the end, which was only like 200 blocks off the mainland. Because back then there was only the main island and that was it. So he bridged out there, and he was like, "Oh my God, somebody else had the same idea I did." And I was like, "Yeah, who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm peaceful." And he actually was, shockingly. He was actually a really good base mate. He didn't take my shit without asking. He basically wanted to do his own thing. I was more than happy to let him. I didn't see a reason to like interrupt. And so yeah, that was my first end base, and that was around this time, 2012. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. My time frame's a bit fuzzy. But yeah, somewhere in there. And then I'm really glad that he found me, Ruptured Kidney. Because Ruptured Kidney found me, that made me super paranoid, so I started taking all of my items out of my chests and leaving them on my person. This way, if we were ever found, we wouldn't lose anything. You know, I would be griefed, maybe. But the majority of everything would be on our person. Or, well, on me and my brother's accounts. And so he would just... we wouldn't lose everything, basically. That was the idea. And then we got kicked out of the end dimension. And I would have lost everything then, had I not, like, kept all my stuff on me. Because, like, the kicking out of the end dimension was sudden and without warning. Fuck. There we go. So I had no idea that was even coming. And as a result, yeah, we suddenly found ourselves homeless, he and I, Ruptured Kidney and I. And I never saw him again. I don't know where he went or what he went on to do. So yeah. Part of me really wonders where he ended up going or what became of him. But yeah, I never found out. Who's more important, world or inventory? World, I guess. Okay. So I gotta put in all the remaining soul sand. Got another skull. Then I gotta figure out a way to get these guys to funnel themselves into the next area. Maybe I could... oh man, that's a lot of piglins, though. I don't want to have to make too many piglins. Well, we'll see. A hole in the center for the wither skeletons to fall down. And then they'd all collect. And I have to, like... I'd have to collect them in multiple places. It's a lot of skeletons to kill. If I don't end up collecting them else all together, I mean. Oh my god, this area over here has gone mad. Oh, okay, I was about to say, are you serious? Not a single skull? But no, yeah, I got a skull. 2 skulls. All right. Shit. There we go. Will Smith slaps. I'm progress. What? Right behind you. Don't jump while attacking. No, the jumping was to try to crit, but also to only focus the damage on one skeleton, as opposed to like 5 of them. Because like it's a one hit if it's just one skeleton, and the attack connects and all that. But if there are like 5 skeletons around, it's going to deal the splash damage of Sweeping Edge. And it's a good habit to be in practice, preventing attacking multiple mobs for, say, you know, piglins. You don't want to hit multiple zombie piglins all at once. You kind of want to get them one at a time so that they're not each aggroed, I guess. But, it ultimately doesn't really matter. Here we go. Okay. Okay, there we go for that. That's that out of the way. Seven wither skulls in total. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna need that many roses. Okay, and that's an empty box. Cool. And that'll do it. Final spawning pad is almost done. Now I just gotta funnel them all to the right area. At least I didn't have to explode all the nether this time. I know. Oh my god, that would have been a pain. I could have. I did say I could run the lawnmower over this base, or over this fortress, and blow it up, and just there be nothing. I could have done that, and it wouldn't have taken as long, because there's still just nothing but lava all around. But yeah, I don't know. That would have been... Well, it wouldn't have been that much trouble, but it would have still been a bit of trouble. So I don't know. Kinda iffy on that one. Aha! Done with the spawning pads. Now, if I put 2 zombie piglins, one over here, like floating somewhere over in here. And then I guess a second one like over here. Could I then funnel them all down to the sides, you think? Like that corner over there and then this corner over here. And then make 2 gathering spots. And then I'd have 2 places to go back and swing at, I guess. Not really sure. Oh my god, another skull. Obladi, oblada. Fuck it, you're all dying today. Hey, no hitting back. This is a one-sided farm. You're not allowed to fight back. That wouldn't be fair. For me. Bitch. Trying to inspect my farm. Kinda wish there was a way to remove the wither roses temporarily. I don't see a way to do that. I've heard what's been going on with Team Fortress 2. Yes, actually I have. The community is very pissed that Valve has basically abandoned them for years on end. And I don't blame them. But their first mistake was trusting Valve. Specifically Hat Fortress Valve. Because, like, the moment they started doing the hat simulator stuff and not meaningful content, and this was over a decade ago that they started doing that bullshit. Like, that was sus as all hell to me way back then. I could tell something was wrong at that point. But, like, clearly the problem only got worse. They very obviously are in over their heads with TF2. Shit. There's no good place to stand. I hate that. If you're on the same block as a wither rose, it hurts you. Ooh, 4 skulls. All right. Planning on fighting a bunch of withers. Yes, I will have to, because that's the only way to get the damn beacon. I would dig around up in the ceiling to find that perfect, you know, bedrock formation. But in all honesty, I'd rather just gather up all my shit here. And then go and make a wither in the end. And just kill it stuck in the bedrock there. I mean, I do want enough beacons to, you know. Let's see now, that's what, 5? So that's 15 minus 1. So that's 14 beacons. So 14 times 3. That's how many skulls I'll need. That's what, 42? So yeah, 42 skulls for all the beacons that I need to get everywhere totally and completely covered. Actually, I should probably make a pathway. Between these areas here. Shit, I'm just 2 blocks short. No, wait. Four plus 7. Yeah, that's not nearly enough. I need one more for a full set of 4. So that'll complete 1 beacon array, actually. Funny enough, I've got enough stuff to make that work. So yeah, I just need a single skull. And that'll do it. I don't see it yet. Disappointed. Ooh, huh, One skull away, one skull away. We can do it. Have I seen Ray's automatic beacon farm? I have. I don't know that I want to go through the trouble of making that. I'm more than happy with what I've got here. I mean, maybe if I were making Space Valk 3 in survival. And obviously I would need a way to source all those beacons. Yeah, maybe then I would have to, just because it would be so much of a time saver in the long run. But I don't plan on using beacons that much. Not Space Valk 3 levels. There it is. It'll be a lot, but it won't be that many. Haha. Okay. Let us be free. Free of the Wither skeleton project for one evening. There we go. Gotta go, Rosie? Okay, take care. Anyway, this next question is just like... It's like obviously meant to be serious, but I don't have a good answer for it. And that is simply, what would I be doing right now if I wasn't doing YouTube? And my answer is, I don't fucking know. I don't think about stuff like that. Simply because it's not something that I'm overly concerned with, you know? Whoops. If I didn't do YouTube, well, then I wouldn't do YouTube. I'd be doing something else. What is that something? I don't know. I don't feel... I don't feel it, you know? I don't feel some other endeavor. I enjoy being able to set my own boundaries. My own goals and limits. I'm alright with that. Oh good, they're all up. Okay. So this is all the skulls and sand that I'll need. Alright, you fucks, give me some stuff. Where's the other bookseller? Okay, 24. Is that it? I can't sell any more or buy any more bookshelves, really? I guess there really only were 2 booksellers. I feel like there should be more. They should have hot air balloons. Nah, they'd just be inferior to Elytra. Do I have any side hustles beside YouTube? I do actually have another job that I work. Sporting goods store. You've all probably heard me mention that one. You know, a handful of times. I've learned a lot about how, you know, apparel for like, I don't know, if you've ever wondered how an imprint on like a shirt or a design on something like on a hat, if you've ever wondered how that stuff gets embroidered or how the printing process goes down, that's been a surprisingly interesting process that I didn't expect to learn so much about. There's my food dealer. Oh, golden carrots. It's like crack. I needs it. Whoops. Come on. There we are. How about some liquid library? Okay, so that should pay for... Yes. Perfect. So anyway, so yeah, that's what I do as a side hustle, is the sporting goods store gig. It works, you know. It's not too bad. Okay, I wasn't able to repair everything I wanted, but I got enough food. I think we're good. I'm gonna end it off by killing all of these withers. Streaming, ink printing, and but yeah, it is actually. It's not a bad process. I'm glad I don't have to do that part. What we do is we cut out vinyl, and we print on vinyl. And I cut out, it's a thin sheet of vinyl with a plastic adhesive surface behind it. And there's this little CNC cutter that cuts out all these designs, machine perfect. And so it's my job to pick out all the stuff that shouldn't, you know, shouldn't go on the shirt. That sort of thing. It's really cool. I like it. Perfect. Wow, damn. He mad. You do love sporting rifles. Okay, Muffins. Wow. Your friend makes custom jerseys. Yes, we do too. We are making what we call senior jerseys because it's graduation season. And so we make senior jerseys for whoever's graduating high school, and they put their favorite slogans and numbers and other junk on there. And so I've had to pick out a bunch of those. That's not too bad. I know there's like a... I could probably stick a few iron golems down there, but they'd get damaged over time. Ow! Fuck, that hurt. Hit my knee. Anyway. It's something to that effect, yeah. We use hot air balloons to make giant floating airships. I don't think that's practical for Minecraft. That would be cool, but like we can already make floating things. And I could see that being a huge rendering issue. Like a giant floating airship, like... So that would be what, like an entity? Is that how that would work? So I don't know. I don't know if that's really a good idea. You do part-time modeling, so it sounds more interesting than what you do. Yeah. I mean... Not every job is really glamorous, and my job is not glamorous in the slightest. There are lots of boring moments where just I'm sitting there just picking that vinyl stuff out. And like, I would rather be literally doing anything else. Okay. Then I need some obsidian. But not there. Perfect. Okay. So this is the beacon array in question. So I've got the one in the center here. And I've got this one that I fleshed out today. Obviously I used most of my iron, diamond, and gold to do it. But oh shit. I feel like it was worth it. Come on, swim. There we go. Bam, bam. So this should give me complete and total... Because see, over here I'm only getting haste because I'm too far away from the central beacon. So obviously I would like to rectify that. I will use gold. Okay, so we got haste. Let's go for speed. Speed 2, resistance regen, strength 2, and everybody's favorite, jump boost 2. Hey, we got the mad hops again. So until my iron farm, or until I hit another giant ass iron vein, whichever. Yeah, that's how I'll do that. And then I'll make another beacon array over here, and then lastly one in that corner. Because, you know, why not? So yeah, hugely productive day. Oh, look at that. They're doing exactly what I wanted them to, which is fawn over the piglin to the point of death. I mean, they're just a bunch of big simps, you know? Just knock them on in there. Oh, fuck. I didn't say come after me. Come on. Go see him. You know you want to simp for the piglin. Everybody does. See? Everybody does. Oh, wow. A friend. Let's lodge him good and deep in the lava. Which is where they belong. I love how they knock each other into the lava. That's the best part. Just bam, right there. And then this idiot. Where did you even fucking come from? And how did you survive the fall? The villager farm should be like instant death. I still don't get it. Whatever. 35 free golden ingots. Why not? Or iron ingots, rather. May as well upgrade you. A wild expert appears. I mean, I guess he's safe here. There's really nothing, like, threatening. Mobs can't spawn here. Bam. Fun fact, iron golems do not take knockback damage from swords, but they do take punch from bows. You can punch them back with a bow. So there's that. Okay. So I had to also reduce the amount of minecarts in here because they all merged into one mega cart, and I was like, yeah. And they weren't going anywhere. They weren't moving. So I had to stop that. Big Sag. But I was able to, at the very least, make do with one, I'd say. There we go. Balloon could only lift a certain amount of blocks in a restricted area. Okay. I mean, I still say that would be really, really taxing on your system if you're not careful. Better than getting told to correct every little feature like hands or hair. Oh yeah, I know, that would be awful geometric. I would find that hell on earth. I would be driven mad. That I don't blame you. Oh man, I just need one more honeycomb. Perfect. I can eventually inscribe that same design over here. And eventually. Okay, what have I got to work with? Huh. There's all the iron. I was like, you know, this thing should be printing out iron like mad. Really, it's just kind of making poppies and not a whole lot else. But on the bright side, I've still got plenty to work with. So yeah, that was a really nice productive stream, even if it wasn't exactly the most, you know, amazing thing. But anyway, oh wait, I do saw an end portal in the super chunk. Do I find end portal specifically, make super chunk around it, or just spawn the end portal with creative? This was all once a stronghold. All this down here. Whoops. It's hard to tell, but you can kind of see bits and pieces of it. This was all a lush cave. And so all the way down in there, this is all lush cave. And this was a stronghold inside a lush cave. So I blew everything up, lit the portal, and I decided to make my giant-ass tower base, you know, based in here. And then eventually I'm gonna like lava cast the sides, because like this open gaping terrain, I'm not really a fan of that. I want it to look more like the tower, when I get done with it, has erupted out of the ground and claimed everything around it and has made this whole area a hellscape, or a miniature hellscape. Just because I think that looks cool. And I'm gonna make it look techno baroque, I guess, is like the right way to put it. And so yeah, I'm just gonna steal and do all sorts of cool stuff, and obviously beacons will factor in because I like that as a light source. Thus me bending over backwards to make a skeleton farm, a good one. At least I'm trying to make it a good one. Still got a little ways to go with the wither skeleton farm, but at least the proof of concept is working. They definitely spawn. So yeah, that is that. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you to Poop Boob and Thrush, I think his name was. Thank you guys for donating and giving me just a little bit of your time, if nothing else. I appreciate you all. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Shadowrun that will premiere. We are 2 weeks out from the end of Shadowrun. So that's going to be something. And then after Shadowrun, I've got a nice game planned for Freeform Fridays. If you're a fan of Myst, the old school Myst, that game, they released the very same company who made this game back in 1993. If you don't know what Myst is, it was a groundbreaking point-and-click adventure from 1993. It got a lot of people into gaming years before big bad, you know, mainstream gaming and consoles of that, you know, before any of that was a thing. Myst started so many trends, and so many games came along behind Myst and tried to do Myst but better. And so they remade in 2021, I mean just 6-7 months ago, they remade all of the original game Myst in Unreal 4. And Unreal 4 is jaw-droppingly beautiful. And so seeing all of Myst in Unreal Engine 4, I can't wait to do it. That's going to be an awesome time. There we go. I knew I could hit that. So yeah, I will catch you all for, let's see here, Shadowrun tomorrow, and then Saturday will be more hardcore, and then I will take my standard day off Sunday and catch you all here Monday. Oh, I can almost do it. There we go. Yeah, I can. I love doing that. It's a really cool technique. I don't know if some of you are let me start over. Some of you are newer to the channel, and so you've maybe not seen me do this. There's a little technique that I have. Did you know that with an Elytra and Jump Boost 2 that you can jump up 3 blocks legitimately? So with Jump Boost 2, you can jump up 2 blocks like that. But these furnaces are stacked up 3. Did you know that you can legitimately jump up 3 blocks and make it? Like this. Whoops. Every time. You have to kind of get the rhythm going, but once you learn that rhythm, you can jump up 3 blocks every time. And that's just standing in place. If you really get some air, you can really build up momentum and go 7, 8, 9 blocks high with a single jump without a rocket. It's the Jump Boost 2. It's a godsend. So yeah, I will catch you all then. Shut up, Poncho Hamster. You've seen this before, but a lot of other people may not have. So yeah, take care. I will see you when I see you. Have a good night. Bye.